Hey guys, what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to teach you how to fill out this water district form or the MUD form, which everybody calls it. It is a HAR form, so make sure when you're in zip forms you look under HAR library. So it's notice to purchase of a real property in a water district. So that's that form. A lot of people have a lot of questions and they fill it out incorrectly because they just don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through this step by step to make sure you fill it out correctly. Okay, so what we're going to do, number one, is we're going to use this address here as a sample, Kleinfields Drive. Now, Kleinfields is in a MUD, and the best way to look that up and make sure that it is in a MUD is to go to relist. It's just simple, it's easy. You just put in the address on the very top, and then you scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see MUD information right here. So all you have to do is click on that number right there, and that information pops up automatically. So that's the information you're going to use and transpose it over to your notice form. So obviously the first blank is the name. You just put the name there. The second two blanks are the tax rates for that bond. The first blank that you see there, that's the bonds authorized. So usually that's the bigger number. And then the last number here, that's the bonds issued. So it's kind of easy. You can kind of think of it as step by step. So number one is the name. Number two is the rates. You'll see the rates. And the 2019, you're going to put at the very bottom down here. And the bonds authorized is the first number. The last number is the bonds issued. So it does say bonds issued right there. So just to clarify, that's what that is. Now, number two, section number two, that basically says if the district has the authority to adopt and impose more fees. We don't know that. So it's best that you just put unknown there. So go ahead and type in unknown. And that's for section two. So section three, that's where a lot of people have a lot of questions, and it involves maps. So the maps that you need is if you just go into your matrix, click on links, and you need that ETJ and city limit map. So when you click on that, I know it's going to look confusing. This is it. So section one, if it's within the corporate boundaries, basically within the city limits of Houston. Section two is on the extraterritorial jurisdiction. I wanted to say that slowly on purpose. So that is this orange section, let's call it orange, whatever. And then the last one, if it's not in either one of those two. So that would be this beige color here. So that's that beige color. So because I've already mapped this, I've mapped this property out already. And this is basically what you're going to do is just click on the address here, the name. You'll be able to see it over here. Just zoom out. You'll see it's Beltway and 249, and that's where I have this here. So there we see the Beltway, and 249 is right here. So this property is right about here. So it is, and you'll see here the Houston ETJ section. You can barely see it, but I promise you it's there. But that's this color. Let's call it orange-ish. Let's do that. So that's the second number. That's the second option here. The first option, just remember the first option is the pink, this within the city limits. The second option is the orange color. And then that third option that you see here, which is not located in either one of these. So it's this beige color. So that would be that section. Okay, so because we checked off section two, that means we have to complete paragraph B down here, not A, but B, and then we'll just put City of Houston. It is in the City of Houston. So you'll see that it's right there. All right. And then obviously over here, what you're just going to do is you can just click and copy and paste the legal description. Your 2019 is there, and make sure your seller signs it. This form has to be presented before you execute a contract. Okay, just remember that. If you do it after, your buyers have an out. So there's a loophole there. So make sure you present this before you have an executed contract. All right. If you have any questions, please call me. I know this was pretty fast, but I'm here for you. Thanks.